home of the Ashland Tomcats, WBVB, Colegrove, Huntington, Ashland, an iHeart radio station, B97. This is the Tomcats pregame show with an inside look at tonight's game on B97.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to historic Putnam Stadium here at Dirk Payne Lane, Doug Childers Field. We're broadcasting from the Dick Martin Press Box, and it's Veterans Day, and a happy Veterans Day to you. Regional semifinals here tonight at the stadium as the Tomcats host the Belfry Pirates. The Tomcats come in at 7-4, winners of 5 in a row, 6 of their last 7. Belfry is at 6-5, and they won in their last outing, beating Russell last Friday night in the first round of the playoffs, 56-14, while the Tomcats were hammering McGowan County 49-6. It's the region semifinals next week. The winner of this one will play for the region championship, and it looks like either the Tomcats or the Pirates will be traveling to either Bell County or Mason County. It all depends on who wins tonight. Well, for Ashland and Belfry, it's their 24th meeting. The last time they met was the Tomcats on their way to the state championship in 2020 when the Cats were here at home in the state semifinals, 10-3. Belfry's last win over the Tomcats and their march to the state championship in 2019 when they beat the Tomcats 41-7 down in Belfry. Here at home, the Tomcats are 12 wins and 1 loss. Overall in the series, they've won 18 and lost just 4. In playoff action, it'll be the 7th meeting between these two. Ashland has won 5 of the previous 6. Chad Tackett at the helm of the Tomcats, first year, 7-4. Philip Haywood, the veteran, the winningest coach in the state of Kentucky in high school football. Within his 48th year, he's won 472 games, lost just 152, won 8 state championships, and 6 times has been the runner-up. That's a pretty good record. For the Tomcats, they're on their road to maybe winning their 13th state championship. Their last one came 2 years ago. Philip Haywood and the Belfry Pirates are trying to get on the road to win their 9th state championship. Their last one came just last year. So we got a meeting of the last 2 state champions in Class 3A, the Tomcats in 2020 and the Pirates in 20 and 21. 15 straight playoff appearances for the Tomcats, 38 straight playoff appearances for the defending state champion Belfry Pirates. So it's Ashland and Belfry here tonight. It'll be a great football game. The rain has stopped. If you still got time within our listening area, you still got time to get here. The rain has quit. The temperature is pretty nice right now, and field conditions are not bad. They're going to get worse, but should be a great night for football as Ashland takes on the Belfry Pirates for a berth in the region championship. We'll come back and talk to Coach Chad Tackett in a moment. Stay with us here on B97.
If you have certain chronic conditions such as
heart disease,
asthma,
diabetes, and you're 19 years of age or older,
52,
36,
42, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm going to ask my doctor
about getting vaccinated
with Prevnar 20.
Free Kids Workshops are back in stores at the Home Depot. On the first Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., bring your little ones to a local Home Depot for a hands-on learning experience that kids love. Find more kid-friendly projects and kids workshop kits at homedepot.com/kids. For 25 years, the Home Depot has been building confident, future doers with its free kids workshops. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. While supplies last, U.S. only.
Hi, I'm Ryan Reynolds. As owner of Mint Mobile, I couldn't wait to make my first commercial for iHeart listeners. I thought, I'll tell them to go to mintmobile.com/iHeart to get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Then I thought, they'll never believe the owner bragging, so I'll bring on a real Mint customer who knows it's premium wireless for just $15 a month. Then I thought, how will they know it's not just me acting as a customer? Then I thought, what if they don't think I'm a good enough actor to play a customer? Then I cried and went to bed. The end.
New activation and upfront payment for 3-month plan required. Taxes and fees extra. Additional restrictions apply. See mintmobile.com for full terms. The free iHeartRadio app is #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of over 350,000 titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
I just realized that the first letter of every line of this review spells help me.
It seems like everyone's a critic these days, blessing the world with our slightest opinions, all on our own mini platforms.
I have another user review here. It's impossible to get into the lives of characters.
Nope, it's entirely possible. That's the profession of filmmaking.
I hate Batman! And the only thing we have left to criticize is criticism itself. I'm Scott Janovitz.
And I'm Greg Conlon.
Citizen Critic, a podcast where we will critique the critics and review the reviews of everything from movies, music, and television to toasters, toiletries, and paint colors.
We'll hear from the experts.
Here's my review. Coldness and heartlessness are undermining today's suspense movies. The end. Don't go see it. 0 stars. As well as from all the citizen critics out there. So we loved our experience here because I read all the reviews beforehand and did not stay, eat dinner, or officially tour here. 5 stars. We'll find some useful tips. This is in German. Do not buy unless you speak German. As you can tell from this review, I speak English. I'm not German. Because we won the war.
Well, and some pretty useless tips.
Oh, it has wall-to-wall profanity and vulgar language.
Can't you just make a movie about mobsters where they don't swear?
We'll uncover some startling truths. September 11th was still more than a week away.
He claiming Mr. Rogers had something to do with 9/11?
I think he's not claiming it. I think he's about to prove it, Greg. We'll go on a journey of self-discovery.
Night of the Comet is one of the greatest movies. Well, no, it's not, but I immediately back off that statement.
And confront our own shameful opinions.
Why should the pros who get, at least they get paid for it? I know I want to do this for free. Like my opinion on, what was that band that I really got out in front of?
The New Radicals.
The New Radicals. Yeah, I was like, I think this guy's like the next Stevie Wonder.
But mostly, it'll be a bunch of nonsense like this.
Yeah, use Bing.
Use Bing? Let me Bing it.
Yeah, I'm going to Bing this. Bing? Bing. Find Citizen Critic on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Coach Tackett. Second round of the playoffs, always good to get that first one, and now it's on to round 2.
Yeah, this time of year, the biggest thing about playoffs, you just want to keep getting extra weeks of practice, and those practices add up. Especially over the course of a kid's career. As if they're a 4-year, 3-year player in our program, and the more weeks you can spend in the playoffs, the more practice you can get, and working on fundamentals and techniques, and that just like college football. That's why they want to go to bowl games because you get the extra practice,
right.
And it makes a big difference, especially for your younger kids.
Yeah, as the years go by, and now freshman is a sophomore, but now he's going to play an extra 3, 4, 5 weeks, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does. And you start adding that up through the course of a season, and you can almost get an actual extra year, or sometimes 2 years, depending on how far you go in the playoffs. And the game experience, you can't take, you can't manufacture that, and it's hard to duplicate it. So the longer you can stay in the playoffs, the more experience you get, and the better off your program's going to be.
Well, are you, after watching the tape from Friday night, it was a perfect game, but you did what you're supposed to do. You happy?
Yeah, very happy. I was more happy for the younger guys. Everybody on our roster, that was dressed, played in the game, and our young guys, I thought they did some good things, and it was just a good night. A lot of smiling faces, after the game. Kids were really excited and happy on the bus and coming back to the locker room, and it was just really good for the younger guys who are grinding just as well as the older guys and the guys that play every Friday night, to see them actually get out on the field on Friday night at Putnam Stadium and actually get some reps under the big lights in front of the crowd. And I was just really excited for them.
Winning that district championship, it's a big advantage. You get at minimum of 2 weeks at home.
Yeah, and I think that's key, especially for us, playing at Putnam. we would love to play, at home all the way through the playoffs. And, it's an advantage. We were able to see that 2 years ago in 2020. And, it's just one of those things you kind of just set up mini goals to reach your big goal, and which our big goal is to win the state. And, district is part of that. And then, of course, getting to the regional championship game and then semi-state game. So those are things that we have to, set in front of us and complete one game 1 week at a time.
All right. Well, the big Belfry Pirates come in. I was saying on the radio last week, the last 2 state championships have been the Ashland Tomcats and the Belfry Pirates. So we're seeing 2 state champions play tonight, and they're a good football team, even though their record may not reflect that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think their record's like our record. I mean, they've played some really good people. Lexington Christian, Pulaski County, all those teams are still playing. Louisville Central, Pikeville. I mean, their non-district schedule is as good, if not better, than ours. And so they've played people who still playing, and they've won. They've beaten a couple of those teams, and a couple teams have gotten the best of them, but. They're a lot like us. They play a good non-district schedule, and they I guess fortunately or unfortunately got upset by Lawrence County in their district game, so they ended up second seed. But they're the Belfry Pirates, and they're just like us. They're well steeped in tradition. They've had a lot of success here in the last 20 years, especially when you look at their program as far as state championships and runner-ups and stuff. But they do what they do. I actually was watching the 1990 game last night between us and Belfry, and of course Coach Haywood was still the coach, and they were still running a wishbone. Of course, they got into some of the flexbone. They're more flexbone now, but the kickoff, the punt formations were exactly the same. So they do what they do, and they do it well, and they do a few things, and they execute. Just kind of like what I like to look at is from a philosophy standpoint. I'm big on repetition and trying to master a few things instead of trying to do a bunch average, and they're good at it, and that's what they do.
It's not hard to prepare for a Belfry, and there are several teams that we play through the year that exactly what they're going to do. Here we are. We're going to run the wishbone. We're going to run the flexbone. We're going to do the triple off, whatever, or full house backfield, and here they come, and they're not going to, throw crazy Statue of Liberties and triple reverses and stuff. And Philip Haywood, he's been successful, and we're that type of football team. We play that type of football, and we're very familiar with each other.
Yeah, I mean, there's some teams that we've played in the past. Not so much this year, but in the past, you kind of get the offense of the week, or you prep for one type of offense and they come out with a different type, or you prep for a different one defense and they come out with a different defense. But I think good programs do what they do, and they're going to run a 3-4 on defense and run the flex bone, and we're kind of the same way. I mean, we run a 3-4 and we run a spread offense, and that's just who we are and what we do, and we're not going to change it up week to week. And I think good programs do that, and they master, going back, like I said earlier, they master a few things and try to do those things very well. And
it's proven to win state championships between Belfry and Ashland. There's a whole lot of state championships in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, Coach Haywood's been there for a long time, but, you go back through all the great coaches we've had here, and so it's just a testament to the type of programs and the coaching that's come through here, and then Coach Haywood at Belfry, and there were some good coaches before he got there too. So it's just the type of programs that we are, and it's a really good matchup.
All right, well, we've talked about it. They're not going to do anything crazy or anything like that. They just plug another player or two or whatever in, and as you said, you went back and looked at the 90, and you could go back 2 years, 6 years, or whatever, back into the 90s and the early 2000s, and here we come, and you got to stop this guy and that guy.
Yeah, and then I think the only time I can remember was actually my first year coaching in '99. I was at Boyd County, and we played them in the Pike County Bowl, and they had Jonathan Wright at quarterback, and they actually were in a spread offense, shotgun, throwing the ball. But outside of him, I mean, they've done the wishbone and flexbone, and that's what they do.
Okay. What do you see? I know they're a young football team, much like ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, they're very similar. They have a lot of good young skill kids. I think their linemen are a little bit older, but they're kind of like us. We got a lot of young, skilled guys, and they execute well, and we're going to have to play well. Obviously, we're going to have to play extremely well in defense and try to slow down their running game. And offensively, we're going to try to put some points on the board and get the ball to our playmakers and control the clock.
Do you think? I mean, with the two teams playing each other, they run the football. We can run the football if we have to, but we like to throw it obviously more than they do. It won't be a track meet type game, I don't think.
I don't think so. No, I mean the biggest big thing for us will be obviously getting off the field on third down. We're going to have to limit their drives and get our offense a chance to to score some points. But it's just you look at the game and it'll be a back and forth game. I told the kids today. Bill Tom Ross used to always tell me all big games are won or lost in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So I expect it to be a four quarter battle, and I told our kids they got to be ready to fight for 48 minutes, and I truly believe that, and so that's the type of game that this will be, and hopefully our kids will be up to the challenge.
Okay, the weather could be an important part of this football game. It's going to start raining and continue to rain, and there might be some puddles. There's going to be some slick spots, and how does that? First of all, how does it affect the Ashland Tomcats in our passing game?
Well, the good thing is we haven't had any rain. For significant rain for weeks now, so the field's bone dry. So that's going to hopefully soak up some of the rain. But the way I look at it, both teams are playing in the same elements, and we have to make sure we do a good job holding on to the football and limiting turnovers and have good ball security. But I think as long as we go out and have a great mentality about it, we'll be fine. Scott Wilson's our ball guy. He does a fantastic job, and so those things add up throughout the course of a game like this.
Okay, Belfry in the option, and when it's wet, they do a lot of flipping and handing off and all that kind of stuff. When it's slippery football, could be a problem.
Yeah, this game could come down to ball security and turnovers, and hopefully it won't be on our side, but. Those type of offenses, they hopefully, I'm sure they prepare for games like this, and I think an advantage for us is we play on grass year round pretty much, and
exactly.
they play mostly on turf. I think they've only had one or two grass games, so that could favor in our advantage possibly, but it's all about just lining up and playing and going at it for 48 minutes.
Okay, injury wise, how we doing?
Good shape. For this time of year, like I said last week, we're as healthy as we can be, and kids are strong. We had a good week of practice and had some good lifts this week in the weight room. So, we're ready to go. We just got to go out there and lay it all out on the line.
Okay. Good luck. See you after the game.
All right. Appreciate it.
Coach Chad Tack of the Tomcats back in a moment on B97.
Looking to buy a new RV? Nobody makes a better deal for you than RV Discount Center in Ashland, because it's year-end clearance time. The 23s are here.
It's 6-5. They won in their last outing, defeating Russell. Hammering the Red Devils last week 56-14. Before we go any further, we want to send our prayers and condolences out to a couple of good friends of ours. Stan Harden, who used to be the head basketball coach at Louisville Fairdale High School, won back-to-back state championships in 1991, passed away earlier this week. And former Tomcat Tom Lyons, state champion in 1967 with his brother Les, passed away earlier this week as well. So our prayers and condolences go out to them. Also want to congratulate Bill Renzi, who's the grandfather of Braxton Jennings. Bill was named the Kentucky High School Volleyball Official of the Year. So congratulations to Bill, and I send our best out to the Mays family as well, Lori Beth and Coach Mays and the kids Jace and Reagan. Lori Beth, keep her in your prayers as she's battling that silly old breast cancer stuff, and we don't like that. And at halftime, we have a special guest with us. Coach Jason Mays will join me. We're going to talk about the Legacy Dinner, and we'll talk a little bit about basketball as well. But the Legacy Dinner is tomorrow night at the Anderson Gym at 5:30, honoring Jim Host, former Tomcat, who played back in the early to mid-'50s and went on to play for the University of Kentucky in baseball. And our MC tomorrow night will be WKYT and Channel 27's Dave Baker, so it's a great evening. Tickets are still available. You can pay at the gate tomorrow night, $50, get you a great dinner and a great evening of entertainment with Jim Host and Dave Baker. And we're going to talk about that as well at halftime. Well, let's talk about this football team. The Belfry Pirates and the Ashland Tomcats, the last two state champions. Belfry comes in And they don't do anything different than they have in the last 35, 40 years under Coach Philip Haywood. They run the football. Years ago, they were in the wishbone, but now they've gone to the what we call flex bone, I guess. Much like Johnson Central, they put a wingman on each side, and then they have a fullback, and the center takes the ball up under the quarterback takes the ball up under center, and got a lot of different options. That's why they call it the flex bone, and basically the triple option. He can give it to the fullback, he can run it himself, he can flip it out to the option, give it to a running back on the power sweep, and they don't do anything that they haven't done. So the Tomcats are the same way. Coach Haywood has played the Tomcats many, many times, and he knows what Ashland does, and Ashland knows what Belfry does. So there's no surprises coming here tonight. Belfry comes in averaging 29 points a game. The Ashland Tomcats at 26. Belfry loves to run the football. They average over 265 yards on the ground and total offense of 318, so they only pass for about 50, 55 yards a game. And if they throw it 3 or 4 or 5 times, it's a miracle. The Tomcats come in averaging 380 yards in total offense, 203 on the ground, and 174 through the air. Jason Strader at the helm of the Tomcats having a great year. He's at 1,913 yards. Braxton Jennings, we thought was going to get 1,000 yards last week, but that didn't come about. He has 987 yards coming into tonight's game. Chase Varney at the helm of the Belfry Pirates. Doesn't throw the football a lot, but likes to run it. He's rushed 40 times for 111 yards and 4 touchdowns. They're big guns. They've got 3, probably about 4, maybe 5 running backs that they filter in and out. Woolham leads them in rushing. He has 911 yards and 77 carries and 16 touchdowns. Young is carried 140 times for 876 yards and 10 touchdowns. Cottle 64 times for 569 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Hatfield, the other fullback, 23 carries for 109 yards and 1 touchdown. So they don't have a 1,000-yard rusher, but they got 4 guys that have rushed for, about 2,000 or so yards. So they like to run the football, obviously, to say. It'll be wet conditions here tonight, and as the game gets on, we'll have a lot of mistakes, and we hopefully won't have any turnovers on the Tomcat side of the football. And that's the way it stacks up. Both teams are pretty young. Ashland, the younger of the two, but Chase Varney, the quarterback for Belfry, is only a freshman. And, of course, Strader, the quarterback for the Tomcats, is only a sophomore. So that's the way it happens to come. Our officials tonight are from the Central Kentucky Football Association. The referee is Joe Ammerman. The back judge is Jaron Givens. The umpire, Brandon Shields. The line judge is Chris Turley. The linesman is Aaron Haney. The side judge, Shane Norris. And the field judge is Greg Schlomer. I wonder if he's related to the Schlomers up in northern Kentucky. I don't know. But that's our officials, and they come from the Central Kentucky area like we had last week. So it's Ashland and Belfry. Charlie, this one here tonight.
It will.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it will be. It'll be slow. I think Ashland will win the ball game with the pass.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Really
just
do.
Because our receivers know where they're going, and the defenders don't.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's true, and it's really good football weather tonight too.
It really is.
Take away the wet ground.
The rain has stopped, and the fans are starting to come in on the Ashland side. Belfry's probably brought, what do you think, 150 people maybe?
Well, they've brought more than Ashland.
Right now, they outnumber the Ashland fans. I agree with you. Yeah. But the field right now looks in pretty good shape, but it's going to get worse, I think, as the evening wears on. I don't think it's going to get any better, that's for sure. The winner will move on to the regional finals, and that will be played next week. And what they do is they reseed everything after the games tonight. And the seeding will have a region final. The region final next week will consist of districts 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the teams left in districts 5, 6, 7, and 8. And they are in RPI order. The number 1 ranked team is Mason County. 2 is Bell County. 3 is Lawrence County. 4 is Ashland. Greenup County is 5. Belfry is 6. Fleming County is 7. And Estill County is at number 8. Estill County is playing Mason County tonight, so Mason should win that game. Fleming County is playing at Bell County, and Bell County should win. Ashland and Belfry playing tonight, and, of course, Greenup is at Lawrence. So if Mason and Bell win, those two teams will host this is the way I understand it. Both those teams will host region final games next week, and it'll be either Ashland, Belfry, maybe Greenup or Lawrence going to those particular places.
Of course, Dickie, it's week 2 of the playoffs, and everybody's playing on a wet field. I don't care if it's artificial or real grass, and teams are better in week 2.
Yes, they are.
Could be some upsets.
There could be. Could very well be. Ashland's captains tonight are Sawyer Edens and Brandon Houston, and Belfry's going to bring out their captains, and Coach Haywood is not coming out for the toss, but Chad Tackett is, and we'll have the toss of the coin and then get you ready to play football. Here today, it's a beautiful night for football. Temperature's good. It's a little damp, but the rain has stopped, and if you're not here, you're going to miss a great football game.
And just an update, Dickie, Kentucky is winning 22-13.
And they're beating the Dukes of Duquesne. Duquesne. Well, the Tomcats, I don't remember this happening, but they've sent out 2 juniors as captains. They normally, break it up between the seniors. We have 12 seniors this year, and they usually break it up, maybe 3 a game or 4 or whatever the case may be. But tonight they send out Houston and Edens, and they both are juniors. So we had the flip of the coin. Belfry has won the flip. They have deferred to the second half. So the Tomcats will get to football when we return. It's Ashland and Belfry in the region semifinals here at Putnam Stadium on B97.
Free Kids Workshops are back in stores at the Home Depot. On the first Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., bring your little ones to a local Home Depot for a hands-on learning experience that kids love. Find more kid-friendly projects and Kids Workshop kits at homedepot.com/kids. For 25 years, the Home Depot has been building confident, future doers with its free Kids Workshops. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. While supplies last, U.S. only.
If you have certain chronic conditions such as
heart disease,
asthma,
Diabetes.
and you're 19 years of age or older,
52,
36,
42.
you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm going to ask my doctor
about getting vaccinated
with Prevnar 20.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more front row seats. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you'll get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Call 833-7ROCKET today or visit inflationbuster.com to start saving.
For fees covered, rate like date requirements and other terms and conditions, visit inflationbuster.com. Call 1-833-7ROCKET. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
All right, both teams are back out on the wet surface here at Putnam Stadium, Doug Childers Field. Tomcats are in all maroon tonight with white numerals and white headgears. Belfry is in white jerseys, red pants, and white headgears. Tomcats are going right to left on your dial. They lost the flip of the coin. Belfry deferred to the second half, and the Tomcats are getting ready to receive the football. We'll keep you posted on other games throughout the evening as well, especially here in our area with the Lawrence and Greenup County game, and hopefully Mason County and Estill County and Fleming County and Bell County. Doc Stottlemyre, happy birthday to you. I think he had his birthday a couple of 2 or 3 days ago, so happy birthday to you. Jennings back in double safety with Cam Davis, the sophomore and the freshman, ready to receive the kickoff from McCoy. Aiden McCoy, 5'5" senior for Belfry, ready to tee it up and get going. Belfry fans on their feet, as are the Tomcat fans, and let's play a little football. McCoy awaiting the go-ahead from the official in this regional final between the two state champions the last couple of years. McCoy approaches high but not very deep. Taken by an up man. That's Nichols at his 30. Comes straight up the field, and he'll be dropped right at the 30-yard line. Good coverage by the Belfry Pirates as Nichols doesn't get anything out of the return. It was a high kick, but very, very short. And Ashland will start 1st and 10 at about their own 29, 30-yard lines. Up front, you've got Marucci for the Tomcats, along with Justice and Christian and Alley and Frame. The wideouts, Adkins and Jordan to the near side, and Houston goes up on top. Strader's in the shotgun with Braxton Jennings on his left, and Nate Freese is a tight end on the left. Belfry in a 5-man front. Strader to throw. He's got Jordan. He's trying to scoot around a man, gets around one, but won't get around another. Now he breaks a tackle across the 30. There he goes. 35-40. Jordan's at midfield. He's at the 40, the 30, 20, 10, and out of bounds, I think, at about the 2-yard line. Wow, it looked like he was going to lose yardage, and here came that little bug out of there. Wow, what a run by Terrell Jordan.
And I was just getting ready to complain. Go forward.
Go forward. We saw that last week. They're going to spot that ball at the 1-yard line, and the Tomcats are in business, 1st and goal, into the red zone on the first play of the game.
I didn't think there was one kid on Belfry's team that could run that fast to catch him.
But they finally did, and that was Woolham who caught him. Strader has the play from the sideline. 1st and goal for Ashland at the Belfry 1. Houston goes to the right with Adkins. Nate Freese tied on the left. And Strader's in the shotgun with Jennings on his left. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Strader in the shotgun. Gives to Jennings straight up the gut. He's in for the touchdown. Braxton Jennings goes in from 1 yard out, and we're less than 30 seconds in. And the Tomcats are on the board. Braxton Jennings gets his 16th touchdown of the year. This one a 1-yard run. The Cats lead at 6-0. Church will try the extra point. The sophomore, who was perfect last week, he went 7 for 7. He's now 9 of 13 for the season, replacing the injured Jake Sexton, who had shoulder surgery, about 2-3 weeks ago. The holder will be Houston. The snapper is Gardner. Gardner awaits the signal. It's a little high, but Church is going to get it up. Looks like he just got it inside the left upright. 11:31 left to go in the first quarter. It's Ashland 7 and Belfry 0 here on, well, we'll keep it right here because
technical difficulties at the station.
Oh, Scott's back. Okay, well, we'll take a break then. Come back in a moment here on B97.
Free Kids Workshops are back in stores at the Home Depot. On the first Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., bring your little ones to a local Home Depot for a hands-on learning experience that kids love. Find more kid-friendly projects and kids workshop kits at homedepot.com/kids. For 25 years, the Home Depot has been building confident, future doers with its free kids workshops. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. While supplies last, U.S. only.
Mornings were made for better things than rheumatoid arthritis or RA. Xeljanz tofacitinib is a pill for adults with moderate to severe RA when tumor necrosis factor blockers did not work well or could not be tolerated. Xeljanz can help relieve joint pain, swelling, and help stop further joint damage. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections. Don't start if you have one. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections like TB and do blood tests. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, cancers including lymphoma and lung, blood clots, serious heart-related events, tears in the stomach or intestines, and allergic reactions have happened. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of death. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, are prone to infections, or have ever had a heart attack, stroke, clot, or other heart problems, or swelling of lips, tongue, throat, or hives. Ask your doctor about prescription Xeljanz. Visit Xeljanz.com or call 1-844-XELJANZ.
3 minutes to get on the board. 1 yard run. Here's the kickoff. It's a bouncer down the middle of the field. Belfry's going to fall on it at the 35. Houston just topped it. I guess that's what they wanted to do, but whatever. And Belfry will get pretty good field position. The Pirates will start 1st and 10th or 36, but they trail at 7-0 on the 71-yard pass from Strader to Jordan and the 1 yard run by Jennings. Here we go. The quarterback will be Varney. The fullback is Hatfield, and the wingmen are Cottle and Woolham. Chase.
Hi, I'm Brad Keselowski, driver of the number 2.
He looks over the sideline, and he's going to call something. I got a commercial going in the background. They put Woolham in motion. They're going to give it straight up the middle to the big fullback. That's Hatfield, and he got very short yardage. Their normal fullback, Dre Young, is out tonight. And a gain from the 36 up near the 38. We'll give him 2. Call it 2nd and 8 for Belfry at their own 38-yard line. Football in the middle of the field. Play just underway with Ashland leading 7-0. Wide to the left side goes Burke. Wingman on the right is Cottle. Wingman on the left is Woolham. The fullback again is Hatfield as Varney, the freshman, goes up under. He's going to give it to the fullback. That's Varney again. He's across the 40 up near the 41-yard line. They don't do anything fancy. They're going to come right at you. A gain of 3.
But Ashland can't just play that game. They got to watch these short passes.
Exactly. And the power sweeps. 3rd and 5 for Belfry. At their own 41-yard line. Burke and Cobble come wide to the near side. Wide to the left side goes Woolham. In the backfield, Varney, and Hatfield is the fullback right behind him as Varney goes up under center. He's going to look to throw. He's looking out in the flat to Woolham. Woolham's got it at the 40. He's going to be brought down at about the 43, 44. Not enough for the first down. Good tackle by Jared Brown. Threw a little pass out in the flat from Varney to Woolham. Picks up 2 or 3. It'll be 4th down.
I think they'll go for it.
You really think so? On 4th and 2?
Why not?
It's too early.
I know. I like excitement.
I like to gamble.
Oh.
4th and 2 for Belfry, and they're going to punt it away. Woolham is their punter. And back in single safety for the Tomcats is Cam Davis standing at his own 20.
Watch for the short snap.
Yeah, it could happen. Football at the near hash mark as Woolham awaits the snap. He's a good running back, so you got to watch him. He may, nope, he's going to kick it. It's not bad off the side of his foot. A spiral will hit the 30, 25, inside the 20 where Davis will pick it up. He comes across at 25, 30. He's got some room to the 31, 32. Nice return by Cam Davis. $39-yard punt there by Woolham, but a nice return by Davis. Gives the Tomcats some room. 1st and 10 for Ashland. They'll start at their 32-yard line, leading 7-0. 2-play drive that went 72 yards in their first one. Wide to the near side, Atkins. Jordan and Houston go up on top the wide side of the field. Strader's in the shotgun. He's got Jennings back there with him. Marucci out over the football. Tight end is Freese on the left side. Here's a give to Jennings. Straight up the gut across the 35, 37, 38-yard line comes Braxton Jennings.
Young kid runs hard.
Yes, he does. Only a sophomore. It's going to be great to see him for the next couple of years, I'll tell you. He picks up about 6 up near the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 4. That will give Jennings 7 yards total now, and he needs 6 more to hit 1,000. Wide to the near side, Adkins. The short side of the field. Again, it's Jordan and Houston up on top. Strader in the shotgun. Freeze tight end on the left. Belfry in a 4-man front this time. Give it to Jennings. He's going to bounce outside. He's not going to get much, maybe a yard up near the 40-yard line. Put the football at the 40. Yep, 3rd down and a short 2. Just across the 40. Got to go just to about the 42. So the Tomcats with their first 3rd down attempt of the evening. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Cats at their own 40. Wide right, Houston and Jordan. Nope. Adkins and Houston. And we got 2 tight end. Nope, it's Jordan is going to be the blocking back. His straight is going to throw on 3rd and short. Got time, looks, goes across the middle. Got his man. That man is Brandon Houston. First down across the 50 to the Belfry 48-yard line. He went down and got it.
He sure did.
Houston. For him, that is his 32nd catch of the year. He's got over 800 yards receiving this year. Done a great job. Take it down to the 42-yard line. A Tomcat first down. That's their first of the night, or second of the night, I should say. First and 10 for the Cats at the 48 of Belfry. Strader in the shotgun, gives it straight up the gut. Not much there for Jennings. He got 2, maybe 3 down near the 45-yard line.
I think they need to run it a little more outside the tackles.
Maybe so. Belfry's pretty big inside.
Yeah.
Gain of a couple.
And they're used to playing the Johnson Centrals and so forth.
Oh, yeah. They're no slouch when it comes to scheduling. 2nd and 8 for Ashland. Houston to the right. Jordan, Brown, and Adkins to the left. 3 wideouts. Freezes out. Strader in the shotgun. He's got Tay Thomas back there with him. Strader to throw. Got Houston, and did he hang on? Nope. Said it hit the ground at the 40, incomplete. Threw it just a tad bit short. And that'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Cats. They're 1 of 1 in 3rd down conversions tonight. They have a 3rd and 8 at the Belfry 45 with 7:36 to go in the quarter. Ashland leading it 7-0.
If you're Belfry, do you bring the house?
Probably, yeah. Johnson Central leading Wayne County 7-0. Ironton beating Portsmouth West 14-0. Wide right goes Brown and Adkins. Brown and Houston, or Jordan and Houston to the left. Strader in the shotgun. Tay Thomas is there with him. 3-man front for Belfry. They're dropping 8. Here's Strader. Steps up in the pocket. Now looking, and down he goes. They got him at about the line of scrimmage. Good job coming through for Belfry. Number 32, Braxton Hatfield, the linebacker. Managed to pick up nothing. And it'll be 4th down for the Cats in a punting situation. Brandon Houston will punt it away. This should back Belfry up. Punting from the Belfry 45 with 7:07 and the clock running here in the quarter. Back in single safety is Woolham, standing back inside his 15-yard line. 4th down and 8 for the Cats at the 45 of Belfry. Gardner the snapper. Strader's the up man. Belfry looks like they may come. Nope, they're not going to. Houston's going to get it off. High, nice boot. Woolham is going to let it hit at the 15, take it inside the 10 to the 5. It's going to roll dead about the 1-yard line. Great job getting down there was the snapper, Troy Gardner, who nailed it at the 1-yard line.
That's unbelievable.
That is. He was a snapper, and he got down there at the 1 and covered it up, and the Pirates are really backed up. They'll start in the shadow of their own goalpost, 1st and 10 at the 1.
How does the snapper beat all God's children down the field?
You tell me. I don't know. Belfry went 3 and out on their first series. They trail at 7-0, 6:40 to go in the quarter. They have 1st and 10 at their own 1. Varney is your quarterback. Cottle, Woolham, and Hatfield are in the backfield. Hatfield's the fullback. Woolham's the wingman on the right. And Cottle on the left. No wideouts. They got 2 tight ends. They give it straight up the gut. And I don't know who carried. Was that the fullback, Hatfield, who carries the ball again? It is, up near the 3, maybe the 4. Hatfield got all 2 of their carries in the first series. And they'll bring it up. And the official will spot it right at about the 4-yard line on a gain of 3. We'll call it 2nd and 7 for Belfry at their just shy of their 4. 6:15 to go and a running clock here in the first quarter. Varney looks over the sideline, gets a play from the Belfry coaching staff. I don't know where Coach Haywood is tonight. I don't think he's on the sideline. I think he's up in the stands or in the box. And they give it to Hatfield, straight up the gut again, and he got nailed at the line of scrimmage, falls forward maybe a yard or 2. Isaiah Ingram and Himes and Billups are in for the tackle. Belfry not doing anything fancy, coming right at you.
This would be huge for Ashland.
Yeah. 3rd down and 5 on a gain of a couple. Belfry 0 of 1 in 3rd down conversions. They have a 3rd and 5 at their own 6. Varney again looks at the sideline to get the play call. Hatfield in the backfield. You've got Woolham and Cottle now in the backfield as well, so it's almost the old wishbone offense. And 2 tight ends, Banks and Burke. It is the wishbone offense. They're going to give it around the left side goes Cottle. He's trying to cut it upfield. The Tomcats don't have him hemmed in, but he lunges for the first down. I think he got it. Tay Thomas and Ingram finally bring him down, but I believe he got the first down as Cottle got outside and turned it up the far sideline, and they'll spot it right at the 11-yard line, which is enough for the first down. Belfry's first of the night. 1st and 10 for Belfry at their own 11. Trailing 7-0 at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Varney will send Burke out to the near side, and the backs will be in the wings, and the fullback is Hatfield. Now they put Woolham in motion, and a timeout called by Ashland. Coach Chad Tackett did not like, nope, they threw a flag. That's what? Illegal procedure? Offsides. Offsides against Ashland is the call. First penalty of the night. That brings it up to the 16 where it's 1st and 5. Belfry has it at their 16-yard line with the clock rolling at 4:40 of the first. Wide out to the near side is Burke, the wide side of the field. They put Woolham in motion. They'll give it to Hatfield, the fullback again, and he's got a couple maybe up near the 20. Belfry not doing anything exciting. He picks up about 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 2 for Belfry.
Maybe not exciting, but that's how
Not
they
yet.
win state championship.
That's how they win. 2nd and 2 for Belfry. Just shy of the 20-yard line. 7-0 Ashland. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Burke is going to go wide left, the short side of the field now, as Varney looks over the sideline to get the play call. Cottle is your wingman on the right, Woolham on the left, and Hatfield is the fullback as Varney goes up under center. Ashland in a 3-man front, but they're cheating a lot up in the box. They give it to Hatfield again. He breaks tackles across the 25, close to a first down up near the 26-yard line. And it will be a first down for the Pirates. Their 2nd consecutive first down.
Well, Dickie, they got out of the dungeon, didn't they?
Yep. Got out of the shadow of the old goalpost, and they got up near the 25, where it'll be 1st and 10. The Pirates have it. Tomcats got 5 on the line of scrimmage down. They'll cheat a couple of linebackers, so they basically got 7 in the box. Varney goes up under center. He gives it to Hatfield off that left side again. The Cats are all over him as he picks up a couple up near the 26, 27-yard line. Get up near the 27, maybe the 28, and a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Belfry has it at their own 28-yard line. Clock nearing 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ashland is leading it 7-0. Tight end on the near side is Banks. On the left side is Burke. Hatfield in backfield. Woolham goes in motion. They're going to keep it. That's Varney who keeps the football, and the Cats are all over him.
Stood him right up.
For the Tomcats, Isaiah Ingram in there along with Brandon Edens. So Varney keeps the ball and gets it up near the 30, and it'll be 3rd down and about 4.
Do you throw here?
Nah.
Don't need to.
Nah. 3rd and 4 for Belfry. At their own 30-yard line, got to go just shy of the 35. So it's a long 4, short 5. Varney got to play. They're in the wishbone formation now. Woolham, Cottle, and Hatfield in the wishbone. Varney pitches back to Cottle, trying to turn it upfield. Breaks a tackle, first down across the 35, and goes out of bounds up near the 36, 37-yard line.
They're getting the corner, Dickie.
Yep. Good wishbone offense for the Belfry Pirates as they convert again on 3rd down. 1st and 10 for Belfry now as they move the football from their own 1 out near the 36. Again in the wishbone formation as Varney looks to the sideline to get the play call. Tight end on the near side is Banks. Burke is tight on the left. Football at the far hash mark. Hatfield in the backfield. Now they put Woolham on the left side and Cottle on the right. Here's Varney to throw down the middle. He's looking. That ball's up for grabs, and he threw it away over to the far sideline, incomplete.
There was no receiver within 20 yards.
Nobody. Brings up 2nd and 10. Ashland wants a intentional grounding.
And they should get it.
And there's comes the flag.
Yeah, they should get it.
And they did. Chad Tackett had to walk nearly out to the numbers to get the call, but maybe he got it there. Intentional grounding against Belfry is a call. And it'll be 2nd down. That's a loss of down. And that'll take it 15 yards from the point of infraction, the 35, back to the 25. It's 10 yards, I guess.
You know, the closest kid to it was a Belfry player that hadn't got his uniform dirty yet.
There you go. 2nd down and 20 for Belfry at their own 25. Varney has him in the wishbone formation, double tight ends. He fumbles the football. It's loose at the line. Ashland may have it, and the official says Tomcat football. And off the bottom of the pile for the Cats, I think, is Edens or Sawyer. It's one of the Eden boys. I can tell you that. It's going to be Sawyer. He got it.
You know, in this kind of weather, Dickie, a running team really is at a disadvantage.
I agree.
Unless the quarterback is the one running it nonstop.
Yeah, you're right.
Of course, he's the one that fumbled it that time. But
Tomcats with a very short field. They got it at the Belfry 27 on the turnover. Now you got to capitalize with just inside 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Strader in the shotgun. Jennings on his right. Adkins wide out right. Jordan and Houston to the left. They give it to, no, Strader's going to keep it. He'll take it down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Short yardage for the Cats. Have a couple of 3 yards. It'll bring up second down for the Tomcats. Inside the Belfry 25-yard line, leading 7-0 and trying to capitalize on a Belfry turnover. Boyle County is pounding Boyd County early in the first quarter, 14-0. Wide left comes Houston. Adkins goes to the right. Jordan also to the left. The wide side of the field, Strader in the shotgun on second down and about 7. Strader waits a snap from Marucci, a good one. Strader to throw. He's looking. Now he's running out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run down to the 20. Spins down to the 19 and maybe the 18-yard line before they finally bring him down. We'll bring up third down. The good news is we're in 4-down territory. The clock stopped at 1:12. I don't think he got out of bounds. No. But the official said, stop the clock. Do we have a flag? We do have a flag. I did not see it. Holding against Ashland is the call. I did not see it.
It's not when you need it.
Nope. Good run by Strader. Would have brought up third and short, but now it'll bring second and long as they'll take the football back to the 37-yard line. So erase that nice run by Strader, 5-6 yards.
Well, just a short note here, Dickie. Kentucky's up at halftime, 38-22, but it's a pretty sloppy game.
Pretty sloppy. All right.
A lot of turnovers.
Second down and long. They got to go to the Belfry, I don't know, about the 15-yard line. We have it at the 37, about 22 yards to go. We got wideouts, empty backfield. Strader all by himself in the shotgun, and Chad Tackett wants a timeout. Stops the clock at 48 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ashland has it 2nd and 22 at the Belfry 37-yard line, and Ashland had 3 wideouts left and 2 to the right, and Chad Tackett didn't like the formation. Tomcat football is brought to you in part by Ann Sloan, Realtor at Paramount Properties. The Ashland Credit Union earned money for the Ashland schools with the ACU Tomcat Visa credit card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Tomcats. Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy, we get results. Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care, for all your family's medical needs, we're here for you. Members Choice Credit Union, committed to our community. And King's Daughters Medical Center, excellent care for your family, the right place at the right time. Well, Greenup leads Lawrence County 7-0. That's in the first quarter. And Rayson leading Paris 7-0. That also in the first quarter.
A lot of good football teams still in locally, huh?
You got it. All right, 2nd and 22 for the Cats at the 37 of Belfry. They had a short field when they started, but now it's made a little bit longer. Strader in the shotgun. He's got Terrell Jordan in the backfield. Now he goes in motion to the far sideline. Haven't seen this before. And an empty backfield as Strader steps up across the middle. He's got his man, Jennings. 10-5, touchdown, Tomcats. Right across the middle, Braxton Jennings wide open.
Decoy.
Yeah, it was. They took Terrell Jordan and they put him in motion. They started him in the backfield, which we haven't seen. Put him in motion to the far side, and Jennings comes from the left side. Goes across the middle, and it's touchdown Tomcats with 41 seconds to go here in the quarter. Great pass from Strader to Jennings. That covers 37 yards for the score, and Church is in to try the extra point. Gardner will snap it. Houston will hold it. Awaiting the snap, a good one, and Church will swoop. Just got it inside the up. Nope, said it was outside the left upright. No good. 41 seconds to go. Here in the quarter, it's Ashland 13 and Belfry 0. Back in a moment on B97.
Free Kids Workshops are back in stores at the Home Depot. On the first Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., bring your little ones to a local Home Depot for a hands-on learning experience that kids love. Find more kid-friendly projects and kids workshop kits at homedepot.com/kids. For 25 years, the Home Depot has been building confident, future doers with its free kids workshops. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. While supplies last, U.S. only.
The kick, and Copley picks it up and returns it across the 30 up near the 31. And Belfry will start 1st and 10 at their 31, but now trailing 13-0 on the mixed extra point by Church. Varney is your quarterback. He trots in with a play. They'll go back to the wishbone, or will they? Hatfield the fullback, Willem on the left, and Cottle on the right. Tight ends are Banks and Burke. Varney up under center, gives on the counter. Here comes Willem, bounces outside. Not going to get much. There's Edens and Ingram, and Edens and Ingram with a tackle, as Willem didn't get much. Across the 31, 33-yard line, maybe, a couple. 2nd down and 8 for Belfry at their own 33.
Edens does just a wonderful job.
He does. Only a junior. He's something else. They will probably let the first quarter run out, and indeed they will, with inside 10 seconds to go. We're at the end of one quarter of play. It's Ashland 13 and Belfry 0 here on B97.
If you have certain chronic conditions, such as
heart disease,
asthma,
Diabetes.
and you're 19 years of age or older,
52,
36.
42.
you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm going to ask my doctor
about getting vaccinated
with Prevnar 20.
Belfry has it 2nd and 8 at about their own 33-yard line. Tomcat defense doing a good job so far against the Belfry. Flexbone, wishbone, they've been in both of them. Willem comes, nope, that's Burke to the near side. Willem wing right, Cottle wing right, left, and Hatfield, and they put Cottle in motion. They're going to throw it out here in the flat to Burke, who's got it and tackled immediately by Braxton Jennings at about the 36, 37-yard line. Belfry's thrown it 3 times already. That's
there you go.
Highly unusual, I'll tell you. Gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down for Belfry. But they are 2 of 3 in 3rd down conversions, 3rd and 4 at their own 37. Burke goes wide right, the wide side of the field. Varney in the shotgun. Nope, he's going to go up under center. And he'll put Willem on the left and Cottle on the right. And Hatfield will be your quarterback. Or the fullback, I'm sorry. Varney upender. Willem goes in motion. They're going to throw it over to Burke. Burke's got it. 1st down across the 40, 42, maybe the 43-yard line. Little passes out in the flat. Works so far. And Belfry picks up their 4th 1st down and another 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 for Belfry, trailing 13-0 at their own 43-yard line. Football at the far hash mark, a minute into the 2nd quarter. Wide to the near side now for Belfry comes number 15. That is Hurley. And Hatfield is still your quarterback. And they're going to pitch it back on the option to Cottle. He's trying to get it outside. There's a holding call, and they didn't call it. Here comes Cottle across the 50, down to the Tomcat 46, maybe 45-yard line. They were holding back up here.
Sure were.
Brandon Edens, and they got no call. But a nice run by Cottle.
I think they're going to talk about it right here.
My goodness, that was a holding call. They turned Brandon Edens clear around. There's no flag, but the officials are talking about it.
There's one on the 44.
Where do you see that? I don't see it.
Right in front of our bench.
Right. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Ah, okay.
So do we have to say we're sorry?
Oops. The old eyesight's going. That's holding against Belfry. About time they got that one right. Well, it was. At the 43, they'll mark it back to about the 33.
Well, see, they got it right in the beginning. We just didn't see it.
Oh, no, I did not see the flag. They'll take it back to the 34, where it'll be 1st down all over again, about 20. 1st and 20 for Belfry at their own 34-yard line. Varney looks to the sideline, gets the play call. He'll send Burke to the near side. Nope, that's Hurley to the near side. Cottle is the wingman right. Willem on the left. Hatfield the fullback. Willem goes in motion. Here's Varney to throw. The freshman runs out in the pocket, right over the head and incomplete of Cottle. on the far sideline.
You know, Dickie, I think our corners are quick enough that they can play up on their receivers.
You may be right. Brandon Edens was the man covering that time. Of course, you got Khalil Vaughn and Braxton Jennings, who also are the corners, and Tay Thomas. And they've got quickness. 2nd and 20 for Belfry at their 34, and the clock stopped at 10:39.
You don't have to give them 5-6 yards.
No. All right, the wideout is Burke to the right and Hurley to the left. So 2 wideouts this time. Woolham wingman left, Cottle on the right, Hatfield the fullback. Woolham goes in motion on the option. They flip it to Woolham. He's got it turned at the 35, 40, 45 midfield. They finally bring him down at the Ashland 45-yard line, does Cam Davis. But not before Woolham on the option play picks up big yardage.
Got them all, didn't he?
Yes, sir. Got the first down and more. Belfry's 5th first down.
I don't know who it is that fell down over on the Belfry side, but they got a player down. Now, I don't know if it's a cramp or...
Gain of 21 yards for Belfry, and they're in Ashland territory for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 at the Ashland 45, with Ashland leading at 13-0. There is an injured Belfry player over on the far sideline. Johnson Central leading Wayne County 14-0. Raceland 14, Paris 0. Boyle County leading Boyd County 14-0. And Harvest Prep is leading Wheelersburg 13-0. And Ironton still leading Portsmouth West 14-0. And now it's Boyle County 21 and Boyd County 0.
I think they're going to have to call timeout. What do you think? Maybe not.
Oh, all right. Again, the flex bone, they're going to give it straight up the gut to Hatfield. Hatfield, the fullback, powering forward down near the Tomcat 41-yard line goes Hatfield. In that first quarter, Belfry had 37 yards rushing. And they came in averaging 265 for the game. And he picks up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Belfry at the Ashland 42. Clock inside 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Wide out to the right side goes Banks. To the near side comes Hurley. And we got a new running back in there. Caden Varney is the wingman on the left and Cottle on the right. Woolham is out on the option. They give it to Varney. Varney's going to pitch it out to Cottle. He's bouncing it outside, but Braxton Jennings has got him right at the 40-yard line. Might have fallen forward to the 39, short of the first down. So Woolham might be the injured Belfry player because he's not in the game right now.
Looked like, what was his number?
11.
Yeah, it was a 1 and something.
Was it? A gain. It'll bring third down and 4 on a gain of 3 for Cottle. Belfry very efficient on third downs tonight. They're 3 for 4. Varney, the freshman quarterback, will send Hurley to the right, the wide side of the field. Banks is your tight end on the left. You've got Caden Vardy, the wingman, on the left, and Cottle on the right. Football at the near hash mark. Play clock down under 10 seconds. Hatfield the fullback. And now Belfry's going to have to burn a timeout. Coach over there didn't like the play call. It's not Coach Haywood, but didn't like the formation. Belfry a little bit confused. 8:38 to go here in the first half. Ashland leads at 13-0. Tomcat football brought to you in part by King's Daughters Medical Center. Excellent care for your family. The right place at the right time. Members Choice Credit Union. Committed to our community. Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy. We get results. And Sloan, Realtor at Paramount Properties. The Ashland Credit Union. Earn money for the Ashland schools with the ACU Tomcat Visa credit card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Tomcats. And by Dr. Matthew Lewis at Lewis Family Care. For all your family's medical needs, we're here for you. As well as King's Daughters Medical Center. Excellent care for your family. The right place at the right time. Another big third down for the Tomcat defense. They haven't been very good holding Belfry on third downs. It's 3rd and 4 at the Ashland, just inside the 40. They got to go just inside the 41. Varney's got his play call and heads his troops back out. He's got Hurley wide right. And Banks is your tight end on the left. Hatfield the fullback. Woolham is back in the game. He's your halfback or your wingman on the left. And Cottle on the right. Tomcat defense trying to meet the challenge. Cottle comes in motion, and that's an illegal procedure. They jumped a gun, did Belfry.
Sure did.
And that'll cost them 5. Instead of 3rd and 4, it's now to be 3rd and 9. That changes things up. That'll take it from the 40 back to the 45 with 8:38 to go in the half. Ashland leading it 13-0. 3rd down and, now it's 10. That was a 6-yard penalty, but we'll take it. It was it not?
Well, it was, but...
All right, Hurley is your wide out to the right. Varney up under center. Cottle the wingman right. Woolham on the left. Hatfield the fullback. 3rd and 10. Here's Varney on the option. Going to flip it out to Cottle. Cottle's got to turn. Now they turn him up, and they got him in the backfield. There's Brandon Edens again. He did a great job nailing him.
He's the man.
And Cottle is sacked back inside the 49-yard line, about the 48 loss. It's 4th down and 13.
Man.
A loss of 3.
If I'm Belfry, I punt it here.
Oh, yeah.
Put Ashland
Well, now,
in the
last
hole.
time you said go for it.
I know, but it wasn't 4th and 13.
It was not 13 to nothing either. Woolham is your punter. He got a good one off last time, 39 yards.
Hey, I call plays fair weather.
Fair weather play caller. Cam Davis standing back at his 15-yard line.
Okay.
Inside 8 minutes to go in the half. Woolham awaits the snap. Still awaiting. And he's got it, and Woolham's going to kick it straight up. Davis is going to fair catch it. Now he's going to let it hit. And it hit a Belfry player at about the 15. It'll roll dead inside the 5 to the 1-yard line. But it hit a Belfry player up here at the 15-yard line now.
Yeah, the official's got it up here.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
He'll spot it at the 13. All right.
Thank goodness you weren't the only one that saw it.
There you go. 35-yarder there for Woolham, and Ashland, nevertheless, is still backed up. They're inside their own 20 as they start at about the 16, 17-yard line. 7:35 to go in the half. Ashland leading 13-0. Raceland now leading Paris 22-0. Doc's really on the ball tonight getting these scores. Houston to the near side with Adkins and Jordan, all 3 wideouts right. Strader in the shotgun, got Jennings back there with him. Belfry in a 4-man front. Jennings going to bounce it left, go right, come back left, and gets it across the 20, maybe the 21-yard line.
We need some time on this drive.
That's a good idea. Gain of 3 for Jennings, and that'll put him over 1,000 for the season. Congratulations to the sophomore Braxton Jennings. 2nd and 7 for the Cats at about their 21. Again, 3 wideouts right. Wide side, Houston, Atkins, and Jordan. Jennings in the backfield with Strader in the shotgun. Tight end is Nate Freese on the left. Strader on 2nd and 7. Looking, throwing the ball across the middle. Got Atkins, 25, 26. Breaks a tackle.
Away.
He's still on his feet up near the 26-yard line. Not going to be enough for the first down, or be very close to it, though.
Tell them to quit running backwards.
Yeah. Again, Adkins and Jordan are not notorious for that, but they do try to slip a tackle or two, and they go backwards, and they lose yardage. A gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Ashland, 1 of 2 in 3rd down conversions. They put Nichols in to block, so he's going to be the up man as Adkins and Houston go wide left. And double tight ends. Nichols, the up man, the H-back, lines up just left of center. They give it to Jennings, and Ashland jumped the gun. They sure did. They got going too quick. So instead of 3rd down and 1, it's now to be 3rd and 6 as the clock stops at 6:19 to go here in the first half. Ashland leading at 13-0. Jordan and Brown will check back in. The Tomcats will go with their wideouts, and Austin Nichols will come out.
But now you got to throw it.
Yeah. 3rd and 6 for the Cats, just at about their 21-yard line. Wide left goes Houston and Jordan. And that was about a 6-yard penalty, too. Brown and Adkins come to the right. They're getting even. Double wideouts each side. Straighter to throw. Steps up. No pressure. Looking. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to get up near the 27-28. Short of the first down, but not by much. Had to come to about the 27. They're going to spot. They're going to give him a first down, by golly, up at the 28-yard line. How about that?
That may be a touch of homemade chili.
A little homegrown right there. We'll take it. 1st and 10 for Ashland as they convert on 3rd down. That was a very good front foot spot.
Very porous one.
Yes. Wide left, Houston, Adkins, and Jordan, the wide side of the field. Trip wide outs left. Jennings in the backfield with Strader in the shotgun. Strader's going to give to Jennings. He's going to go straight up the gut. He's across the 30, up near the 33, 34-yard line comes Braxton.
Good run.
Good hard run by the sophomore as he picks up 4, maybe 5. Up near the 34-yard line. We'll give him 6, 2nd down and 4. Cats have it at their own 34. They started back at their is that right? 18, 13? Where did we start this drive?
We started at 16.
16. Strader in the shotgun. 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left up top is Adkins. Strader in the shotgun, gives to Jennings. Up the gut again. There he goes. 40. Breaks a tackle up near the 43-44. And a Tomcat first down.
You know, he's running a little different tonight.
I think I agree. I think harder, much
Yeah.
harder. I agree with you.
He's putting that head down and boom.
He's gone. Nice run again by Jennings and the Tomcat first down. 1st and 10 for the Cats as they move the football up to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. It'll be Houston and Adkins and Jordan. All three wideouts come to the right. The short side. Strader's in the shotgun with Jennings in the backfield. Nate Freeze, your tight end on the left. Strader takes it, throws it out in the screen to Houston. He breaks a tackle at the 40, 45, 50. Lunges for the first down at the Belfry 49. Close, but not enough.
Awful tough pass there. Strader just about got picked off.
Yeah, he did.
Like he did, who was it against?
Who was that against?
Russell.
You're exactly right. A gain of 8. 2nd down and 2 for the Cats now. At the 50-yard lines where they spotted as we roll inside 4 minutes of the first half. Ashland leading it 13-0. Adkins wide left. Houston and Jordan come to the right. Strader again in the shotgun. Jennings is on his left this time. Nate Freeze, your tight end. Braxton, Strader's going to keep it. First down. Pounding inside the 45, 44-yard line goes the big sophomore.
And that's the right call.
Yes, sir. 1st and 10, Ashland. Continue to run that clock at 3:35. Ashland leading 13-0. Boy, it'd be nice if we could tack on another one here before halftime. Belfry will get the second half kickoff. Football in the middle of the field. Field showing a little wear and tear right now. Houston and Jordan go left. Adkins to the right. Again, Jennings in the backfield with Strader. Marucci out over the football. He's got Nate Freeze, a tight end, on the right side. Strader, good snap. Looks, he's going to throw it this time. Looking. He's going long for Houston at the 10-5 touchdown. Tomcats to Brandon Houston. The bomb. He laid that one right in his hands. God, that was pretty.
It's the pass, Dickie. It's the pass.
It's the pass. Tomcat touchdown number 3 with 3:05 to go here in the second quarter.
Do you go for 2 or just go ahead and get your extra point?
Ooh, good call. I don't know.
We're going to get it the old way.
Yep, he's going to kick it. Brandon Houston, known for the bombs from Strader's this year. I don't know how many of those they've got. Tomcats want to call timeout. They will discuss this one, I think. Don't you think?
I think so. I think it's a good timeout.
A bomb touchdown from Strader to Houston. I'd like to know how many of those they've had this year. How many you think?
I'd say
8,
at least
7?
Well, I was going to say at least 5.
At least 5? Okay. And that was another one. So Houston takes the 44-yard touchdown pass from Strader, make it 19-0. And the Tomcats are talking it over. I think they'll go for 2. I swear I do. I think that's what they're discussing. Is Church is still out on the field, but so is Strader. And the Cats are going to go for 2. Go for 2.
Well, you know.
Yep, here they go. 2-point conversion try right here. Ashland leads 19-0 with 3:05 to go in the quarter. Marucci out over the football. He'll send Jordan and Houston to the left. Jennings in the backfield, and Adkins is to the right. Nate Freeze is your tight end on the right. Cats going for 2 right here. Jordan comes in motion. Here's Strader to throw. Looks across the middle. He's going to step up. He's going to run to his left. He's going to go into the end zone. There's flags everywhere. And the 2-point conversion is good, but we got flags everywhere.
Took too long. It has to be holding.
Holding against Ashland is the call, exactly. So the try for 2 fails, and Ashland will be marked off from the 3 back to the 13 and try it again, I guess.
Can he kick that far?
I think he can, but I think they'll go for 2.
I think your odds are far better.
Strader's coming off the field now with Nate Freeze, so maybe they won't go for 2.
Oh, my goodness, they're taking it all the way back to the 50, I think. Aren't we playing iron?
I don't know. These guys are having trouble counting the yards tonight. They put it at the 13. Strader's back out on the field. Cats will go for 2, leading 19-0. Houston goes left. Adkins and Brown will come to the right. In the backfield, Jordan and Jennings. Now Jordan goes in motion to the far sideline. Strader to throw. Here comes the pass. Out in the flat. Jennings wide open. Got it for the 2-point conversion.
That was a great catch by Jennings.
He went up with one hand and brought it down. And the Cats lead it 21-0 over Belfry with 3:05 to go in the half. We'll be back on B97.
Free Kids Workshops are back in stores at the Home Depot. On the first Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., bring your little ones to a local Home Depot for a hands-on learning experience that kids love. Find more kid-friendly projects and Kids Workshop kits at homedepot.com/kids. For 25 years, the Home Depot has been building confident, future doers with its free Kids Workshops. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. While supplies last, U.S. only.
Conversion pass from Strader to Jennings. Jennings with another great catch. Jennings has scored twice tonight and a 2-point conversion. He's got 14 of our 21. 3:05 to go in the half. Tomcats march 84 yards in 8 plays, take 4.5 minutes off the clock. And Houston approaches the football already. He's going to squib it down the middle of the field. Hits a Belfry player. That's Hilton, and he'll fall on it back at the 25-yard line. So Belfry will start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line, with Ashland leading it 21-0.
Now, Dickie, that's a squib kick. It had muscle on it.
Yeah, I agree. It bouncing left, right, and every which way. Raceland now pounding Paris 29-0. Johnson Central leads Wayne County 21-0. 21-0 Boyle leading Boyd. 1st and 10. Belfry finds himself in a big hole, trailing 21-0. Varney, your quarterback, goes up under center. Hatfield in the backfield. Willem on the left, Cottle on the right. They pitch it back. Cottle fumbles it. That football's loose. Ashland has it at the Belfry 20-yard line. It's Sawyer Edens again. He's got 2 fumble recoveries tonight. We can almost put this one out of reach, sports fans, with 2:57 to go.
Dickie, there's 24 minutes to play.
I agree. But at 4 touchdowns, and the way Belfry is, they don't like to throw it. Yeah, 1st and 10 for Ashland in the red zone for the second time tonight. At the Belfry 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Ashland does have 1 timeout remaining, and there's 2:57 to go. All right, Jennings will come out of the lineup, and Nichols will be your running back, and now Strader heads out to the field with the play clock at 20. Sawyer Edens with his 2nd fumble recovery of the night.
He's a monster.
Yes, he is. Jordan and Houston to the left, Adkins to the right. Austin Nichols in the backfield with Strader on his left. Tight end is Freeze on the right. Strader takes a snap, going to keep it himself straight up the field, 15. Still pounding down near the 12-yard line goes Strader. Nice pickup straight up the gut. Big hole opened up with the Tomcat front line of Marushi and Justice and Frame and Alley and Christian as he picks up 6. 2nd and 4 for the Cats. Just inside the 15 at about the 14. Clock rolling with 2:30 to go. Again, now Jennings is back in the backfield on the left. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Strader in the shotgun, gives to Braxton. He's going to bounce it outside to the 10, to the 5. Down at about the 1-yard line goes Braxton Jennings.
Well, he's just an inch.
He's not far.
They're going to talk about it because the one,
Yep. They're going to stop the clock until you're right. They are going to talk about it.
Because I think he was across, but
Nope. They're going to put her at the 1. All right.
We got to live with it, don't we?
Yep. 1st and goal for the Tomcats at the 1-yard line of Belfry. Already leading 21-0 with 2 minutes to go in the half. Strader returns to the huddle from the sideline.
I think they ought to use some of that play clock.
That's a good idea. Let her run.
They're not going to.
No, they should. Jennings in the backfield with Strader. Wide out rights, Adkins and Houston. Left is Jordan. Freeze is your tight end. The Strader's going to keep it. He'll dance into the end zone. Touchdown Tomcats for Strader from 1 yard out, and the Cats have bounced it out to a 27-0 lead with 1:41 to go here in the first half. Strader gets his first touchdown of the year, and for Mr. Strader, his 3rd of the season, his first of the night. And now the Tomcats could go for 1. Houston will hold it. Gardner will snap it, and Church will try and kick it through with Ashland leading 27-0. A little high. Houston gets it down. It's blocked.
That's good.
The kick was...
was it not good?
I thought it was blocked. No, it went right through.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Okay. The old man's lost his eyesight.
Going to have to drive you home tonight.
I guess maybe Hobie will drive me home or something. I don't know.
No, I'll drive you.
Okay, there you go. Ashland 28 on the extra point by Church is good. Belfry 0 here on B97.
Free Kids Workshops are back in stores at the Home Depot. On the first Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., bring your little ones to a local Home Depot for a hands-on learning experience that kids love. Find more kid-friendly projects and kids workshop kits at homedepot.com/kids. For 25 years, the Home Depot has been building confident, future doers with its free kids workshops. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. While supplies last, U.S. only.
If you have certain chronic conditions such as
heart disease,
asthma,
Diabetes.
and you're 19 years of age or older,
52,
36.
42.
you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm going to ask my doctor
about getting vaccinated
with Prevnar 20.
Tomcats are offsides, so they'll take it back to the 35 where Houston will do it again. Tomcats take advantage of the fumble by the Belfry Pirates, as they did on the first time, and the Cats now lead at 28-0 as they go 20 yards in 3 plays. And Strader gets a touchdown in just over a minute. Houston will tee it up at the 35, 1:41 to go in the half. Ashland out to a 28-0 lead.
Who'd have thunk?
And not me. Wheelersburg's come back to take the lead over Harvest Prep 21-13. Ironton beating Portsmouth West 21-0. Greenup is beating Lawrence 14-0.
Lawrence is hurt, right?
Yeah. But Greenup's not bad.
They're a
pretty
good football team.
Yes, they are. All right, here's Houston with the ensuing kickoff. Another squib kick bouncing around, picked up by an up man at the 35-40. And he's going to get hammered by Luckett right about the 41-42. Fumble the ball. Ashland says they have it. And the official said no. Luckett with a big hit after Belfry's number 29, Jeremiah Austin, picked it up and didn't go far. So Belfry will start first and 10, trailing by 4 touchdowns with 94 seconds to go at their own 38-yard line.
Well, I'm going to still call it a fumble.
Wide right goes Burke. To the near side comes Hurley. Varney, the freshman, in the going to go up under center. He's going to have Hatfield in the backfield, the fullback. Cottle right side, Woolham left side. First and 10 at the 38. Here's Varney to throw. Looking downfield. He's rolling right. Throws it up for grabs. That one's going to go way out of bounds. Incomplete. And there was a intended receiver out over there. Stops the clock with 1:27. Belfry now 3 of 6 through the air for 14 yards. They're not used to throwing. And, when your offense comes in averaging 318 and 270 of that is on the ground, you don't throw it much.
On the flip side, you don't want to get burned by it either.
Exactly. Near side comes Hurley. Right side, Burke. 2nd and 10. Belfry at the 38. They give it to Woolham straight up the middle, across the 40, up near the 41-yard line. Woolham, their big running back coming into the game. He had 911 yards. It's only his second carry of the night, and he's got 3. 3rd down and 7. Belfry very efficient, though, on 3rd downs. They're 3 of 5 tonight. Clock rolling at 65 seconds. Ashland leading 28-0.
For a running team, they're not in a hurry.
Nope. Varney still looking to the sideline to get the play call from the coaching staff.
Tells me they're going deep.
Coach Haywood, not on the sideline because he's got broken ribs. All right, the option play. Varney's going to flip it back to Woolham. Woolham gets around the corner. Another hold. Got to call it 45-50. Down to the Ashland 40, maybe 35-yard line, but no flag. They were holding Brandon Edens over there. Something awful. Goodness gracious. That was awful.
It's easy to make the corner when you're right there.
24-yard. Another first down for Belfry. That's their 6th of the night. It's 1st and 10 for Belfry with 29 seconds to go, and the Pirates will burn a timeout here.
No.
Nope, Ashland.
They downed the ball.
Oh, they spiked it real fast. All right, that'll stop it at 29.
Don't want a cheap touchdown here, Dickie.
Nope. Ashland leading 28-0. 29 seconds to go. Belfry has it 2nd and 10 at the Tomcat 34 after the nice run by Woolham. Helped via a holding call that didn't get called. God, they were holding Brandon Edens over there. Man.
Sure looked like it to me.
All right, Varney, the freshman, he's going to send Hurley to the left side and Burke to the right. Hatfield's the fullback. Williams on the left, and Cottle's on the right in the wing. Cottle comes in motion. Varney to throw. He's looking deep. He's looking, goes to Woolham, and he's got it and dropped it. And Vaughn had it. No, Houston had it, and he dropped it. Incomplete. Bounced out of Woolham's hands and right into the hands of Houston, and they both dropped it. 23 seconds to go, and it's 3rd and 10 for Belfry. They're 4 of 6 in third down conversions. They have it at the Ashland 34. 4-down territory, trailing 28-0. Ashland leading.
Right, the comment made over here was it was too short a pass for Houston.
He's not used to that. He likes those bombs. And, boy, he's good at it. Hurley to the right, or the left, and Burke to the right. Again, the lone setback. Hatfield, Varney to throw out in the flat. He's got his man, and he steps around one. He's got the first down as he takes it inside the 20 and stops the clock at 16 seconds, and that was Burke.
Hey, boys, tighten up.
Belfry converts another 3rd down. They're 5 of 7 tonight. They'll take it down to the 21, 22-yard line, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Don't want a cheap score.
Nope. Belfry gets a second-half kickoff, and they're right at the red zone at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 with 16 seconds to go. Belfry does have a couple of timeouts remaining. Varney goes up under center. Again, wingman on each side. Cottle comes in motion. Varney to throw. He looks. He's got time across the middle and incomplete at about the 10. Intended for Woolham. Broken up by Cam Davis, the freshman, with 11 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 Belfry at the Ashland 20 with 11 seconds to go.
Who'd have thought that Belfry would run 6 plays in a drive and pass 4 times?
Not me. We'd have won big money on that one. Again, Varney looks to the sideline, gets a play call. He's got wide out to the right and Burke to the near side. Hurley, the wide side. Hatfield is the fullback. Woolham, wingman left. Cottle, wingman right. Here is Varney on the option. Flips it to the short side. Woolham, he's going to get upended about the 19. Did not get out of bounds. He'll stop it, though, with 6 seconds to go on a timeout. Got maybe a yard or two. I would think this will be the last play of the half with 6 seconds to go. They'll spot it right at the 18-yard line, or will they? Nope, they're going to put it at the 20. No gain. We got another good spot there. It looked like he got a yard or two. Belfry calls their timeout. I got him down with 2, so they got 1 remaining. With 6.3 seconds to go, Ashland trying to keep him out of the end zone, leading 28-0. And Belfry has it 3rd and 10 at the Tomcat 20. Ashland's capitalized on 2 first-half turnovers by Belfry. A couple of fumbles. Short fields, 27 yards on one, 20 on the other. And it's 28-0. At halftime, don't forget, we'll have Coach Jason Mays, head basketball coach at Ashland, with us. We'll talk about the big legacy dinner tomorrow night, honoring Jim Host, 5:30 at the Anderson Gym. Be a fun night and a good meal. All right, here we go. Varney has got him out. He'll send Burke to the near side and Hurley to the right. Hatfield in the backfield, Woolham on the left, Cottle on the right, and the wingman. Cottle comes in motion. Varney to throw across the middle, and it's nearly picked off. A little bit high for Woolham, incomplete. With 2 seconds to go, they'll get another playoff.
Yeah. Okay, guys. He was wide open, wasn't he?
We're playing at home.
Yeah, but we're not playing that much at home, my friend.
Well, Belfry will burn their final timeout. That'll stop it, but, well, it was stopped anyway on an incomplete pass. 28-0, Ashland leads it. Tomcat football brought to you by Ann Sloan Realtor of Paramount Properties, the Ashland Credit Union, Earn money for the Ashland schools with the ACU Tomcat Visa card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Tomcats. Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy, we get results. Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care, for all your family's medical needs, we're here for you. Members Choice Credit Union, committed to our community, and King's Daughters Medical Center. Excellent care for your family, the right place at the right time. Where is Giovanni's tonight?
Maybe they stay
Giovanni's on Blackburn Avenue. Normally gives us nice feed.
Well,
yeah, they maybe forgot. But call them anyway. They're open right now. You can eat right now or after the game, pick up, delivery, whatever you want to do. 325-8454. Giovanni's on Blackburn. Here we go. Last play of the half. 2 seconds. This will be the last play of the half.
Don't want any trickery here, buddy.
Yeah, it might be. Woolham wing left, Cottle wing right, two wideouts to each, one wideout to each side. Here's Varney to throw. He looks left, goes to the left, goes into the end zone for Burke. He's got it. Touchdown.
Wow.
He got it. Backing up, he caught it. Nice catch by Burke to end the half.
That's not the one you wanted.
Nope.
They score, get the football in the second half, and all of a sudden it's a two-touchdown.
It's a ball game.
It's a new game.
Belfry scores with no time left on the clock. Burke catches the 20-yard touchdown pass from Varney.
Wow.
And it's 28-6. In to try the extra point is McCoy. With no time left on the clock, ball is placed on its way, and I got it just inside the upright. So that'll end the first half. Our score here at halftime in the region semifinal is Ashland 28 and Belfry 7. Coach Joseph Mays will join me now as we'll talk a little basketball and talk about the Legacy Dinner tomorrow night over at the Anderson Gym. Coach Jason Mays, let's talk about the Legacy Dinner. Is this our third or our fourth?
Our third.
Third. Legacy Dinner, Saturday night, honoring one of the Tomcat greats and one of the UK greats, one of the all-time greats, Jim Host.
Yeah. You know, I've heard of who Jim Host, I've heard of his name. I knew who he was on a surface level. Probably have been at a few events over the years where he was present, but had never met him. And then when I got the job here a year or two into it, I learned that he actually went to school here, graduated from here. I was reading I think it's in Mark Maynard's one of his books, 55.
Right.
Yeah, I think one of the teamwork book that Mark Maynard wrote a while back, it mentioned him, and that's, I think, where I learned it. And so I've been thinking about trying to get him last year, but COVID protocols are just still iffy as far as how many people you can put in a closed space, and so we decided not to have it. So this is the third one in our fifth year, and what an A-list guest we have in Mr. Host. I mean, the list of his accomplishments is a mile long. Some of the ones that stand out to me are just how he's been successful in sports, in business, and in politics, and then charitable. He's chaired so many boards. I mean, for heaven's sakes, he founded the horse park.
Yeah, exactly.
He built the horse park, and I lived 3 miles from there, and that was cool. And he chaired the World Equestrian Games. He chaired the commission that built the KFC Yum Center. He's chaired the development authorities that have built Rupp Arena and redeveloped Rupp Arena here recently. He's worked for 3 different governors. He's in 14 different Hall of Fames. He was one of 2 players that were the first 2 players ever awarded a scholarship to play baseball at UK. Really excited about our baseball team coming Saturday night. Because this is as much a legacy for them as it is us. So it's just going to be a really, really big night. It's not too late to. I got plenty of room because I got probably too many tables and too much food, and I'm okay with that. So, I think right now we're somewhere around 115, 120 people scheduled to come. There'll be more walk-ups, but I mean, it's $50 because this is an event that's not cheap to put on.
Right.
So all the money goes to our program, our high school boys basketball program here at Ashland Blazer. But it's more about raising money, really. It really is. It's more about these kids in the locker room, understanding those that have come before them that have made this place so special.
And you hit the nail on the head. You can go back before Jim Host, obviously, into Ellis Johnson era and Ernie Chatton and all those guys, Paul Jenkins, who won back-to-back state champions. But you're right. We need to teach these kids and have them understand what it means to be an Ashland Tomcat.
Yeah, something that just comes to my mind is I think Jerry Henderson and his wife are going to be able to make it. I think Mr. Henderson's probably in his upper 80s, and he graduated here in 57. So he's one of the few guys around that actually would have probably played with Mr. Host. Of course, Jerry Henderson was really good, so it's probably more like Mr. Host played with Jerry Henderson.
Exactly.
But it's just really neat that those families are coming in and reconnecting. And Bobby Lynch texted me today, and he just talked about the legacy of Tomcat basketball and Tomcat baseball, and so it's just an A-list guest for us. We're trying to do just a knockout job of having everything nice, and we haven't even talked about our MC for the evening. Dave Baker. A lot of you know Dave Baker. He's been a sports anchor for Channel 27 WKYT in Lexington, Kentucky for years. He's been a dear friend of mine for years. More recently, a lot of people know him through Kentucky basketball broadcasts. He hosts the Countdown to Tip-Off show before every UK basketball game. And so, he's the MC of the evening. So, a banquet like this almost is worth just having to honor Dave Baker, And so, but Dave's career was sort of kick-started by Mr. Host.
Exactly.
So this is also a way for Dave to give back and honor a man that's special to him as well.
Okay. Everything starts at 5:30. We're going to have a nice dinner and nice speaking, and I presume question and answers and stuff.
Yeah, we'll just it's not a long, complicated agenda. It's you come in. We're going to have a really nice dinner catered by the Winchester and Smokin' Jay's Barbecue and Brew House. And Dave's going to speak intermittently during that time. And then after dinner, we are going to move into the gymnasium. The dinner actually will be in the lobby. And then we're going to move into the gymnasium on the home side. And we're just going to have a panel discussion with Mr. Host, led by Dave Baker, which will also be open for, attendees to ask questions of Mr. Host of various matters. And then the evening will conclude. Mr. Host is a regimented man. He has to make his Sunday school class on Sunday morning. He wants to get home, wants to get in bed. So we got a fairly early start at 5:30 to accommodate his wishes. But it's a pretty simple evening. But you just meet a really good man, learn a lot about a guy that graduated high school here that I don't think a lot of people know. To be honest with you, that he graduated from here.
Yeah. One of his first jobs, and I told you this, my dad hired him at WCMI Radio many, many moons ago. So, he's an old Tomcat, and he still loves Ashland. And when I run into him here or there, he asks how everybody was. Came to my father and my mother's funeral. So he's a good man, and he still loves Ashland as he always did.
Yeah, that's neat that he came to your parents' funeral. I was talking to him on the phone the other day, and his stories that he has are just mind-blowing. Like, one of his first radio jobs, once he was a student at UK, his partner, his co-jockey, if you will, was Hal Rogers.
Yeah.
Senator Hal Rogers, and they've been lifelong friends and has nothing to do with power brokers or anything. It's just they grew up together, Just the connections he has with Coach Rupp, CM Newton, the current athletic director and administration of the UK, Coach Cal, the former football coaches. He talks about a time when he was bringing a guest to a UK home basketball game, and they were getting ready to broker a new shoe deal with, I think, Converse. And one of the coaches had brokered their deal on his own. I don't know if it was Coach Hall or an assistant. I don't know the details, but he had Pumas on.
No.
And he said he about lost the first shoe deal in college sports athletics history. And he just has neat stories because we don't know what sports marketing is. We don't really appreciate it when we see it. When you turn on ESPN now, everything we see is full of sports marketing. Whether it's a Gatorade commercial or this new NIL deal with NCAA, or he invented. He is credited for the first sports marketing plan for the NCAA in 1985.
That's true.
He bought the radio rights to the NCAA men's basketball tournament. He owned the athletic rights, the media rights to the University of Kentucky Athletics. He just had foresight to go into these endeavors that no one else had done. He was a trailblazer in the sports marketing industry.
He sure was. And he's just a great man. People will love him, and they will enjoy him. They'll enjoy Dave Baker. Dave's a funny man, and he's great. And he likes Ashland, and he sure as heck loves you. I'll tell you that.
Well, he's. I just hope he doesn't tell too much about me. But my connection with Dave Baker is when I was a young student at Georgetown College. It's no secret I got my start in coaching by being a manager. I didn't get to play my senior year in high school. Due to some injuries, and so I just ended up going to Georgetown, became a student assistant, and really learned how to coach right away, which is why I went there. Well, the guy that was an assistant at the time, who later became head coach, and now my best friend, is Happy Osborne, who a lot of people have heard of. Well, Happy was a GA in 1981 at Georgetown for the late Coach Jim Reed, and Dave was finishing his undergrad at Georgetown, and Happy ran the dorm, and they were roommates for Dave's senior year at Georgetown. So they were roommates for a year, and they've just been lifelong friends. And so my connection to Happy allowed me to connect with Dave over the years, and so it's been a pleasure having him in my corner over the years.
Yeah. All right, it's Saturday at 5:30, but I got to ask you about basketball. We're not in full swing. We're practicing now and getting things going, but I don't know, you're lacking a lot of players right now because we still got a football team that's playing.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
100%. Dickie, full disclosure, I've been spoiled as a coach here because we've had kids that were basketball-only kids and really good players.
Yeah.
That could have went out and helped our football team.
Probably.
And I nor any coach at the high school level was in a position to tell a kid he can't play another sport.
Exactly.
Okay? So, this year I think these kids really said, hey, coach wants us to play other sports. And, man, they took it. I've got 11 kids in our program, freshmen through varsity, that are playing football for our football Tomcats. And I'm proud of that.
Sure.
If we lose games early on, and that's one of the reasons why I'm okay with that. I really am. Our schedule's tough early on, and we're playing against teams that don't have kids out with football. I've talked to their coaches, so they're going to be more together. They're going to be more in basketball shape than we're going to be. It's the first year we've had to deal with that since I've been here. And yes, but that's part of being a high school coach at a school with less than 1,000 students.
Exactly.
And so I think the more you embrace that, I think the higher tide lifts all boats. I think we'll get great support from our football brothers when it's our season. Just like we try to support our baseball brothers when it's their season. I know they were itching to get Ryan Atkins back, last year, and we go all the way to state tournament, and they're like, okay, can you guys finish your season yet? We need our ace pitcher back, I get it, but I've been spoiled because I've never really had to deal with that. But, rightfully so. Our football team, I think Coach Tackett, with the way they started and the way they've learned to coach this team, the progression that they've made from being just an average football team early on, maybe even below average for a game or two, against really good competition, to now they're smacking people.
Exactly.
And, they're together, they're positive. I have no doubt that they're going to win another one. I'm going to have to wait longer for my kids to come back.
That's okay.
So it's just the way it is. That's part of being a high school coach. It's going to require some patience and expectation management on behalf of our fans. They're going to come in and, Colin Porter, he's on ESPN the other night. He's not playing in Anderson Gym anymore, but we're going to have to get them in shape. They're going to, I haven't hardly put any offense in for that reason.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have to wait till they get here, and then we're just going to pick it up from there and just start rolling.
Does that develop depth on your basketball team, though?
We're going to be the deepest team we've had since I've been here. I'm really excited about Asher Atkins. God, you watch him in the hallway. He's 6'4".
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good-looking kid.
Yes.
He's a great athlete. I'm excited about Braxton Jennings. I mean, who wouldn't be excited about having that athlete?
Exactly.
Nate Freese deserves to have a great 2 years of basketball. He missed last year with his foot injury. And, again, first time he had his first reception this past weekend against McGoffin County. First time he played football since he was like a sixth grader.
Exactly.
And so I'm hoping that's toughened him up a little bit, made him more physical. And you look at him, looks like a big lumberjack at school. He's growing a beard out. And then, Cam Davis. I mean, I can't say enough about Cam Davis. Starting football as a freshman.
Right.
I mean, when we're going to rely on him this year. He's a needed commodity for us. And, I mean, what kid starts at strong safety as a freshman for the Tomcat football team? That doesn't happen very often. You got to have some gusto about you. And I'm forgetting. I'm sure I'm forgetting. We got a lot of younger kids that are playing football. The Sam Lyons, the Gage Millettes, the Peyton Blevins. Who else am I forgetting here? But I mean, I'm really excited to get Asher back in the fold because I think Asher still has room to have a special basketball career here.
I agree. Are you happy with the way things are going here early, even though your troops are a little depleted?
Yeah, I just forgot. I forgot about our starting quarterback, LeBryant, who might be one of the best shooters next to Conway, Tucker Conway in the program. It's required patience.
Sure.
The good thing is, if you want to take a look at the bright side, we got younger kids that are developing right now that otherwise wouldn't be. They're drinking basketball through a fire hose.
I got you.
I mean, that wouldn't be the case if it wasn't for this situation. But like today, I got 10 kids in practice, and that's the most I've had. So it's hard to have good practices for 2 hours with 9 guys.
Yeah.
Now I've got some guys that have been banged up. Now they're cleared, so we're technically I could go with 11, but one of those is a part-time manager.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, and it makes you a better coach. You got to be efficient and effective with what you do in practice. You have to stay positive, yet you also have to command that they play hard, which they're doing. On one side note, Race the Board's been a great addition. He's probably the shiftiest player. From angle A to angle B, he's probably quicker than Colin. He's going to be he's a really good player. We put him off some ball screens yesterday, and I couldn't stop running ball screens because I wanted to see more.
Yeah.
Xander Carter, Dickey, is a beast.
Yeah.
He is. His strength is evident. His confidence is out the roof right now. He is a dog, and I mean DAWG dog, and he is nasty. And for us to have that kid 3 more years here, get ready, record books, because you're getting ready to get rewritten.
Okay.
He's going to be special.
Yeah, he is. Well, thanks for taking the time. See you at the dinner on Saturday.
All right, thank you.
Coach Jason Mays of the Tomcats. We'll be back in a moment here on B97.
Free kids